Tri-Cities, Washington, the Budweiser Columbia Cup, and a little something extra. Sometimes we get some of the fast qualifiers on there for a little dash for cash, and Jim, this was a good case in point.
Yeah, we're going to have a big dash for cash the last race of the season, Honolulu, the old dual shootout. It'll take the top 3 boats that have the most points for that last race. No dash for cash for O'Douls, the shootout. This particular race is the first time we've ever had a dash for cash in Tri-Cities.
And what a dash it is with the Budweiser on the outside of the Winston Eagle back in 3rd place, a little bit off the pace as the tied boat, George Woods Jr. I think he's going to let the leaders go at it and see if anybody makes a mistake. Right now, though, it's neck and neck coming out of the turn. The final turn, the checkered flag is up. Winston Eagle on the inside to the right. Here comes the red and white Miss Budweiser. Chip Hanauer, who set the record at over 160 miles an hour on this course, takes the win, and what a fine way to start out the day.
That was action yesterday, but now today, earlier, as we get close to that winner-take-all final, here's the way they stacked up in Heat 1A.
Right off the bat, we expected to see a battle between the Miss Budweiser in lane number 1 and the Winston Eagle in lane number 2, but instead it's Winston Eagle taking the lead. The black and red boat on the outside is Stephen David in the Miss T+. Now watch out, because the Miss Budweiser comes up on the inside. Once on the back stretch, Chip Hanauer takes control. First place, this is the boat that set the record at over 160 miles an hour on this course. But look at the tide. George Woods Jr. sneaking up on the inside of the Winston Eagle. It's going to be neck and neck for those 2 boats as they come down for the checkered flag. A real tight battle for 2nd place. Back in 4th place, it's the Miss T+ getting a little bit light back there, and it looks like the tail section that was the repaired part of the boat is shaking. Meanwhile, the Miss Budweiser operating flawlessly. Look at the tide trying to come up on the inside. George Woods Jr. 2nd place in this one. The Miss Budweiser, Chip Hanauer, takes the win in Heat 1A. 3rd place will go to the Winston Eagle, and 4th to the T+ boat. There's Tony the Tiger coming in 5th place, gets 13 points on the day. The Miss Budweiser getting 40 points. In Heat 1B, 5 boats were listed for the start, Jim, but only 2 of them a drag race when the race actually took the green flag.
Bellevue Miss Mazda is out because of ignition system problems. No spark to the engine. Rudder damage the day before in Old Boy, Alberta. They worked all night. The repair glue is not dry in time for this heat. And Miss Go Bowling, bent a shaft when a blade let loose, and they're out for the day. They really busted up the strut and a lot of other things in that boat.
From a field of 5 to a field of 2, and it is a drag race with the American Spirit, red, white, and blue, the stars and stripes on that boat on the outside, now trailing the Miss Rock, Nate Brown. Nate, a rookie on the circuit this year. No question, I don't think in anybody's mind that this man is going to be up for Rookie of the Year honors. He came in, he was a winner in the limited hydroplanes. His crew cheering him on now as he gets the checkered flag in Heat 1B. A good run for him, and he matched out against the American Spirit, whom he matched out against the previous weekend when things went the other way for him. So I think the Miss Rock has got to be very happy, the entire crew, to see how they finished out in this race. 1st place with American Spirit 2nd. 3 boats, as we said, did not start. And in 2A, lane number 1, it'll be the tied boat. George Woods Jr. been doing very well out here today. The Miss Budweiser has already won a heat. Chip Hanauer. Winston Eagle, Mark Tate, would like to get up into that winner's circle. He'll be in lane number 3. Lane 4 will be the Miss T+. We do not see that boat on the course. However, lane 5 will be Tony the Tiger from Kellogg's, Mike Hanson. You remember he had the flip out here last year. And it's going to be a good start under the green flag. Right off the bat, it's the Winston Eagle locking up with Chip Hanauer in the Miss Budweiser. The inside boat is the Miss Budweiser on the turn. Miss T+ trying to hold it up there and stay with the lead pack, but Miss Budweiser is breaking away.
The T+ and Steve David are on the beach. They did not answer the starter's gun. We're sending Steve Montgomery down there. We'll probably find out what happened.
Well, he's on his way down there. All eyes are on the course. The tide boat now running in 2nd place again with the Winston Eagle back in 3rd. George Woods Jr. having one of the best days he's ever had on the unlimited circuit. That boat running 2nd to the Miss Budweiser. There you see the Winston Eagle on the outside. Mark Tate says, I want to get a little piece of that action. He comes up on the outside to the left of your screen, back in 2nd place. They're about even Steven as they come down, but the tide again tries to break it away on the inside of the rooster tail from the Miss Budweiser.
Boy, I'll tell you, we've had the greatest action. Look at that pass by the Winston Eagle and the tide. They really get loose, Dick.
This is something Mark Tate has got to watch out for in that Winston Eagle boat. It tends to get a little bit loose on this course. He got up there, challenged for it, and then when I was unable to close it, there's the Tony the Tiger boat from Kellogg's, riding back in 4th position now. Here comes your leader around the final turns. This is the Miss in second place, trying to come up on the inside. But I'll tell you what, this is one guy. He'll be happy with second. So the Miss Budweiser, who set the record on this course earlier today, now has an opportunity to make a clean sweep of it. Miss Budweiser takes the win, the Tide second, Winston Eagle third, Kellogg's fourth, and the Miss T Plus did not start. Let's find out what happened.
The problem that kept Steve David and the T Plus from competing in Heat 2A, not a big one, but it did take some time to fix it. They broke a gearbox that drives an oil pump. It's completed now, and they will be back for Heat 3A.
It was 2 in a row now for Miss Budweiser. Let's go back down to the pit area.
Chip Hanauer, was it a carbon copy of the first time out for you, or a little bit different?
A little bit different. I got a better start, so I didn't have to come from behind quite as bad. But, yeah, good race.
You feeling okay?
I have a back injury. It's been plaguing me all year, and I had 2 weeks to rest it, and it got better, and then yesterday I hurt it again, so I'm struggling a little bit with my back.
It's actually been bothering since the first race of the season when he hooked violently down in Miami. That's when it all started.
We're down to a 3-boat race. The Miss Rock with Nate Brown, the winner the last time out in 1B. And Pietro's American Spirit with Mark Evans will be in the throw. Misco Bowling has withdrawn due to damage caused by a broken propeller. Bellevue Mazda is also out after ignition problems. And Oh Boy Alberto having problems, but they're on the course right now.
And Oh Boy Alberto is driven by Mitch Evans. You can see him on the left of your screen there as he tries to get the power to it. As the other boats, it looks like American Spirit in the lead. But wait a minute, there's fire coming off the back of the Oh Boy Alberto. That's going to put him out. It looks like that engine blew royally. Meanwhile, in the lead position, the red, white, and blue boat, the American Spirit. But boy, has he got his hands full on the inside. Miss Rock, Nate Brown, again looking for a win. There you can see the Oh Boy Alberto has gone dead in the water. It's Mitch Evans with the cockpit up.
As Pietro's American Spirit takes the lead once again. What a battle they have. We get the words from the pit. A rod just blew through that engine, causing the fire. Oh Boy Alberto destroyed an engine.
So they're possibly out for the day. We'll check on that as soon as this race is over. But right now it is a neck-and-neck drag race between the inside boat, Miss Rock, and on the outside, Pietro's American Spirit. Right now, Miss Rock takes a very slight lead. Mark Evans trying to catch him on the outside. So many times we tell you to remember that in hydroplane racing especially, the boat on the inside has the advantage of a lesser course. The boat on the outside keeps a higher speed. But right now it is Miss Rock that is dominating, and Miss Rock gets the checkered flag. Nate Brown takes his second win of the day. It's quite a day for this young man. American Spirit, Pietro's American Spirit second, and we did not have a finish from the Oh Boy Alberto. Bellevue Mazda did not start the race. As we told you earlier, the Misco Bowling withdrew.
In your victory at Heat 1B, your final comment was said, we're going to do it again too, and you did.
You bet, and my comment now is we're going to do it again 3.
Not too bad for a rookie. You're smiling from ear to ear.
Well, thanks a lot. It's a lot of fun, you know. I mean, it's kind of the reward of all the hard work that goes into it. But the viewers ought to realize there's a lot of hours to go in preparing a race boat like this, even at the level we're running. And you can imagine the level Budweiser and Winston Eagle are running.
The RC Cola Unlimited Hydroplane Series continues with the Budweiser Columbia Cup in just a moment. Back on the Columbia River in the RC Cola Unlimited Hydroplane Series, we get ready for Heat 3A.
All 5 are turbines. The Tide will be in lane 1, Miss Budweiser lane 2, Winston Eagle lane 3. In slot number 4, Kellogg's Tony the Tiger. Down the outside, back into action, is Miss T Plus with Steve David.
The green flag is flying high above the course. We'll see if they get a go on this one around, and there they go. Winston Eagle trying to take command right off the start line down into turn number 1 on the outside. Stephen David of Fort Lauderdale, Florida in the Miss T Plus. They're hard into turn number 1, out on number 2 to the backstretch. Budweiser on the inside, getting a little bit light, but the Miss Budweiser, Chip Hanauer with the back problems and all, keeps his foot in it and manages to take away first place. Now in second place is the Winston Eagle with Mark Tate. Watch out for the Tide boat. He's already beaten the Winston Eagle earlier today. We'll see if he's got the power to move up from third position today. George Woods Jr. looking to try to take some control.
Whoa, that Budweiser bouncing around, and look at the Winston Eagle. He's hanging it on the hook and really loose at the front end.
That's the front of the pack. A little further back in 4th place, it's the Miss T Plus, the repaired boat. And in 5th place, it's Kellogg's Tony the Tiger with Mike Hanson driving. The real battle, though, is up front. But wait a minute, the Winston Eagle has gone dead in the water. Mark Tate loses power in the Winston Eagle. That moves the Tide up for another second place. Still, the Miss Budweiser, uncontested on this course today, takes the win in Heat 3A.
We have a report that the Winston Eagle blew the hot section. He tried to pass the Budweiser inside. The prop got out of the water, cranked up tight, and that engine, the hot section, is no more. Miss Budweiser having a perfect day.
120 points for that boat, but I'll tell you what, that is one very, very sore driver. He's being helped out of the boat by owner Bernie Little there, and some of the crew. You can see he is in obvious pain from that sore back. Chip Hanauer, winner here today in Heat 3A.
Problems continue to plague the B section boats. Bellevue Mazda, with ignition problems corrected, saw the magneto go. All systems have stopped. Old Boy Alberto will not make the start of the heat. They're still replacing the blown engine from the heat before.
And look what happens on the start. Black smoke and flame comes out of the Miss Rock. Nate Brown is out of it. Pietro's American Spirit takes the win with ease.
We learned the Miss Rock blew the hot section, a gap reducer which spins the compressor let loose inside.
So American Spirit with the win on the day. That puts him into the competition with 57 points. And there you see the rest of them. Miss Rock did not finish. Bellevue Mazda and Oh Boy Alberto did not start. The starting lineup for the last chance: Miss Rock, Miss T+, Oh Boy Alberto, and the Bellevue Mazda. The boat that wins this one gets a shot at going in, and Miss T+, with a great start on the field, took advantage of every ounce of water that he had available to him, and he simply blew the field away. Stephen David of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, a boat that was under repair coming into this race, takes the win in the last chance and makes the final field.